Hey y'all, please hit that like button as you guys come in. I also wanted to come to you guys with some other updates. And one of the updates would be Porsha Williams responding to what Phaedra Parks had to say when she had her interview with Jason Lee. So just to give a little bit of context for those who may have missed that particular live where I went into it sounded like Phaedra was trying to allude to the fact that she was not responsible for the whole rumors that we heard about Kandi. I'm going to play a little bit of this just to give you guys a little bit of context. And let me play it for you guys.
In the show with Porsha.
Yeah. I mean, what's crazy is I was punished for something no one even saw me do.
Uh-huh.
It's like telephone.
Right.
Did you hear what this lady said? I was punished for something no one saw me do. So are you trying to insinuate that Porsha was lying? Or are you trying to insinuate that who was lying? These are the questions that I have. Who was lying? Was it Porsha? Are you trying to say production? Like, I'm gonna need you to clear it up. Who was lying, Phaedra? Because you're trying to then change the whole thing. 7 years, you've had 7 years to speak on it. You didn't. Right? And then now you want us to believe that it was a game of telephone. Like, girl, please.
But it is what it is.
Yeah, but now you're back with Porsha.
Yeah, I'm back.
And now you're friends.
I mean, well, we really, we obviously, that bothered me. Obviously, it was.
What bothered you? Like, this is why you need to interview with people that will hold you accountable. Which parts of it bothered you? That's what I'm trying to figure out. What exactly bothered you? What bothered you? I need specifics. Was it, which part? Was it the fact that she repeated what you said and called you out and basically said, you told me? Which part bothered you? Did she lie on you? Like, these are the questions that I have, right? Because it's like, it bothered you. What do you mean by that? Why did that bother you? She is very intentional about the way she answers questions. She will divert, so she doesn't have to be honest about what exactly happened. And so that you never are able to sue her and say, well, she admitted to it. So that's what she's doing, dancing around the question yet again.
It's very, somewhat hurtful. But at the end of the day, I really love Porsha. I mean, we have always, gotten along perfectly. And so even after that moment, we didn't say, oh, I'm never speaking to you again. I mean, because at that moment, I knew I wasn't happy in the job already. Mm-hmm. And I knew it was time for me to leave this job. But unfortunately, sometimes when,
I do not for a second believe that. I feel like if she had never been exposed, she would have continued to sit there and be on the show. I don't believe she didn't want to be on the show. It's given, when someone rejects you and then you try to make it seem like I rejected them first in my mind. It's just they were the first ones to say it. That's what it's given. You probably overemphasized or overinflated your sense of importance. You really thought like, oh my God, this, they would never like let me go. But then they did. So it's definitely something that could be learned from that.
If you can't make a decision for yourself, God will make a decision for you.
Mm-hmm. Leave God out of your mess. Please leave God out of this mess.
But now you're back in the show with Porsha.
Exactly. So that's the bit I personally.
Decision for yourself. God will make a decision for you. Mm-hmm. And so the decision was made. And, I have never had a better 7 years in my life.
Okay. So why are you back? If you've never had a better 7 years of your life, why are you back now? Like, why not stay and continue to have the best years of your life? Why come back to the show? Don't get it.
You were gone 7 years?
Yeah.
Damn.
I mean,
Wait, Phaedra, you took the hit. You took the hit for a
Why is Jason Lee gassing her up? Talking about you took the hit. Took the hit for what? For which part? Are we all right? Is everything all right in the hood? Is everything going okay? Because what, like, why would you say you took like, that's crazy.
America.
And she's laughing. You took the hit for America. What? Nah, Delulu.
For what? I was so mad at you for sitting there and letting the charades happen in front of all of us.
Girl, I do not know what you told Jason in the background or what Jason knows about it, but it's given they must know something that we don't know, because I don't understand why you guys are having a conversation and talking about, like, oh, you took the hit for America. Like, what are we talking about? Are we talking about the behavior that we saw on the reunion? That was her opportunity to speak up. If she was being falsely accused, she could have said something. She didn't. She owned it. So it's all a bit confusing. It's giving like someone is trying to rewrite history. It's giving a little bit of like Martha Holt behavior. For those of you who may not know, Martha Holt is someone from Love and Marriage Huntsville TV show. So yeah, it's given you're trying to rewrite history, because I don't understand how you can stay there with a straight face and then be like, laugh about you taking the hit for America. You okay? And this makes you even more unlikable.
They didn't show what was really said.
Clearly.
Yeah.
So tell us, if they did, this is my thing, right? If they didn't show what was really said, then tell us what was really said, right? The show has happened. It was 7 years ago. Now is the time you can clear it up. Even in the first episode where they invited you and stuff, where you and Porsha were kicking and whatnot, that could have been a perfect opportunity. The perfect opportunity for you to tell us. Bring it up. Have the conversation with Porsha. Instead, nah, you guys didn't have the conversation. You just kikied, laughed, and that was it. So, and danced around the subject.
I mean, because that's the contract. You know, and sometimes you just got to realize, okay.
I'm going to just say what.
So that's the contract. What do you mean that's the contract? Okay, I'm supporting Bravo children, so that's fine to like it, but I don't like this nonsense. That's the contract. So now, are you trying to indirectly pull production into it and say, oh, production is also part of it? Now, this may be the case, right? But then say that. And if you don't want to say that, if you're not going to give us anything new, but making it sound like you're lying and not telling us any additional information, then you could have kept it. This was an interview you didn't have to do, or if you wanted to do it, you didn't have to talk about this particular issue. Yet you did.
Within the four corners.
Yeah, I mean, because I know better and I'm trained, and so I'm held to a higher standard than some of my colleagues.
No, I do agree with her on that. Like, when you're a lawyer or when you have certain professions, people tend to hold you to a higher standard. Even the regulatory bodies tend to hold you to a higher standard than other people. So just FYI on that.
Because they know I know better. And so sometimes when you're a little smarter than the average bear, it doesn't always help you.
Okay.
Decision for yourself. God will make a decision for you.
Okay, enough of this nonsense. I don't even want to listen to that anymore. But let's read what Porsha had to say in response to this. Porsha checks her. Porsha said, you already apologized at the reunion and apologized after for telling me the lie. Furthermore, I have already taken accountability with Kandi for repeating what you claimed she said. Ooh, ain't that a word? Let's move forward by truly learning from past mistakes. And she left a heart emoji to soften the blow. I couldn't agree more. It's like, you already apologized. So what are we doing? Why are we backpedaling? Why are we like making things even worse? Because now people feel like you still haven't learned your lesson, right? People feel like you still haven't learned your lesson. You don't know how to take accountability. Nobody likes that. Nobody likes that. And so it's even more clearer because she's saying, I've taken accountability with Kandi for repeating what you claimed she said. That's worse. Because it's like, that's even like you claiming that you heard it from the horse's mouth when you didn't. It's crazy business. So that's just something. It's really, really sad that she still can't take accountability. It's been 7 years ago. Just take accountability and move on. You could have even skated around it and just said, like, this was 7 years ago. We've all matured since then, and absolutely will do things differently. But yeah, and move on. Change the subject. She could have done that, but she didn't. And that's the thing. It's like now it seems like I'm sure Porsha is irritated because it's like, girl, why are you now trying to throw me under the bus years later? But I'm meant to just be like, all right, it's cool. No, it's not okay. So yeah, that's just ridiculous. I think it's just another sign of Phaedra, not being able to take accountability for her own ish. And the problem is nobody's going to move on if you can't take accountability for your own ish. It doesn't go down well with anybody. Nobody likes people they can't, because everyone can relate to making mistakes. It happens. Things happen in life. Things happen. It's not the end of the world. It happens. So, but when it happens, what do you do next? You take accountability and you move on. But it's like it's been 7 years. And in all the 7 years, you still have not learned how to take accountability. That's what's a problem for a lot of people. Anyways, that is all I want to talk about. Let me know in the comment section below what you think. Don't forget to like, share, hit that subscribe button, and tap that bell button right next to it so you know every single time that I post. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you. Bye.